pandemic situation is getting dire, and more dire. Let's take a look at the map right now, a different map than presidential politics.
Hippolyta. Now, Hippolyta, our nuptial hours draw on apace. 4 happy days bring in another new moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers in my desires like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword. I won thy love doing thee injury. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Habibi Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, Egeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, and my gracious Duke. This man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes, and interchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning hast thou fletched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious Duke, be it so she will not hear before your grace, consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you your father should be a god, one who composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but a form in wax, by him imprinted, and within his power to lead the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held worthier.
I would my father looked, but with my eyes.
Rather, with your eyes his judgment should look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
To die the death, or to forever abjure the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, examine well your blood, know of your youth. For if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun, to live a barren sister all your life, to chant cold, fruitless hymns to a cold and fruitless moon. Thrice blessed they that master sow their blood. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled than that which on the withering thorn, virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause. And upon the new moon, the sailing day between my love and me, upon that day either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would. Or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all of my right of her, I do state into Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes everywhere is fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius. And which is more than all these boasts can be. I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right, Demetrius? I'll have voucher to his head, made love to Nida's daughter Helena, and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this Spartan and inconstant man.
I must confess that I had heard so much, and with Demetrius had thought to speak thereof, but being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But, Demetrius, come, and come Egeus. I have some private schooling for the both of you. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate to death or to a vow of single life. Come, my Apolta, what cheer, my love?